So what we can see is that it has a central canal, has this little hole right here, lined by a enema. And then the gray matter is this kind of, upside down. The gray matter is this lighter material. And you can see a bulbous part down here, which is the ventral horn, and a skinnier part up here, which is the dorsal horn. All this stuff out here, it looks like it's got white dots everywhere. That's the white matter. So what is the white matter of the spinal cord? Primarily, it's axons going up and down the spinal cord. Some of them are bringing sensory type information up to some part of the brain. Some of them are bringing motor information down. And so we're cutting lots and lots and lots of axons in cross-section when we're in the white matter. Up here is where the dorsal root fibers would enter, bringing sensory information of a local nature into the dorsal horn. And down here, you don't see a corresponding ventral root coming out because the axons of motor neurons come out in smaller bundles, like rootlets. Okay, so we go to the thoracic cord, and again, we still have the dorsal horn, but it's very attenuated, and the ventral horn is a lot skinnier looking than it was in the cervical. Here's the central canal. We go to lumbar, and now things are fatter looking, everything's wide, because we've got lots of local inputs and outputs related to the hind limbs. This is called the lumbar enlargement. Lumbar enlargement. And finally, we go to the sacral cord. And why do we see all these things around the periphery? Because this is what's called the cauda equina, or horse's tail. When I talk to you next week, I'll show you about brain development. I'll show you that the vertebral column grows faster and for a longer time than the spinal cord itself. And so the lower spinal rootlets hang down farther before they exit the dural sheath, just because of the anatomy. Remember, the spinal nerves have to exit where? In an intervertebral parameter. Familiar with that concept? Okay. Between two vertebrae, that's where the space is. They can go out. And so they have to go down. So these are pieces of the cauda equina that you're seeing. Notice how thin the white matter is by comparison to all the other levels of the cord that we just looked at. And here's the ventral horn, here's the dorsal horn, central canal, and this space in the middle of the ventral midline is called the ventral median fissure. You don't have one dorsally, just ventrally. Ventral median fissure. So that's the first slide.